There we go. We should be good, hopefully.
Yeah. This game is so great. I
Anyway,
love this game so much.
is it? uh, anyway, I'm Doseku, and I'm being joined by the expert at this, apparently, Crab Apples. Say hello.
Hello.
uh, so normally I would do this game myself, but I'm really, really unfamiliar with this series, so that's why I have Crab with me here.
Yeah, I know a lot about Shin Megami Tensei games. This one actually came out at the end of last year as like a promotion for the 25th anniversary of Shin Megami Tensei.
Really?
Yeah.
This is actually an official game? I thought it was someone's fan game.
It's kind of both. It is an official game that's licensed by Atlas, but it was released for free online as part of the Strange Journey Redux release in, I think it was October of last year, September maybe.
Oh. Oh. Well, Squirt, we're doing this now anyway.
Yeah, it's technically official, but it was also created by a fan, so it's kind of both.
Okay. I can live with that. Anywho, this game is of course not in English for the most part, so I'll be skipping through a lot of dialogue or speeding through as much as I can.
And your blue screen right away. Good job, Des.
It happens.
Oh,
So you say you know who we're playing as, right?
yeah, this is Jack Frost.
Jack Frost.
Yeah, he's a demon who's also a snowman, and his dad is one of the kings of all demons, King Frost.
Oh. That's kind of interesting.
But we're actually playing as a human who has been synchronized into the body of Jack Frost. But it's basically the same. We have ice powers, I think. Yeah.
Yep. That we do, and we won't be able to do much with it at the moment.
No, there's no enemies.
Well, yes, that's very true.
Oh boy, there they are.
Yeah, I do like how the game does explain what their weaknesses are.
Yeah. It does it pretty much right away. Whenever you hit the enemy, it'll tell you all the weaknesses they have.
So, do you know the names of these guys?
So there's Slime, and then I don't remember the other one, there. Because these are all enemies from, other Shin Megami Tensei games. They kind of use the same enemy designs over and over again.
Right.
So these are always going to be a lot of the mainstays you'll see, but these are the chumps. These are the guys that nobody cares about.
Okay, makes sense.
Now, this game is so well made.
I know, right? It's very well made. One thing to note is that we are indeed an elemental.
Yes.
So, if we run into an enemy that uses the same type of element as us, we actually can block them naturally.
Yes. But if we run into enemies that use the opposite element, like specifically fire for Jack Frost, it'll deal extra damage to him.
Yes. Pretty much. But that's fine.
Yeah.
So we're just doing a little bit of exploration here because this is a Castlevania type after all.
Yes, absolutely. And this area is kind of not representative of the whole game because you go into all kinds of different types of areas, including, I think, at one point a mall. So we'll be seeing plenty of neat areas in this game.
Oh yeah, eventually, this is still stage 1 technically.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a moving block puzzle. Nice.
Yeah, but they become invalidated once we actually pick up our next buddy.
Yes. The other Jack.
Don't mention it yet. don't mention it yet.
I will not.
Yeah, but he is the other Jack, I guess. We'll go with that.
Oh man. Oh, these are all pixies, of course. Usually they're in other games they're used as healers. So basically in Shin Megami Tensei, in the first couple of games, you just play as a high school kid who has the ability to talk to demons and make them his friends, and then use them to fight other demons.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
It's kind of like Pokemon, except you have them all fight at once instead of one at a time.
Okay. I could see that. So we got our flans, we got our... I don't know what to skull birds, let's just call them that.
Yeah, it's Skullbird.
Yeah, perfect. And you said you played this game before, right?
Yes, the first day it came out, actually, I played it and beat it all in one sitting.
Oh, Jesus, that quick?
Yeah, it's not that long a game, actually. It's got a lot of neat little secrets, but it's not super long.
Okay. Well, that's fine, I guess we'll learn.
Yeah. And of course, just like any Metroidvania game, there's gonna be blocks that you can't quite break yet, but you'll find a way to break them sometime.
Yeah, there's a lot of those right now which I can't touch.
I like how there's the 5 elements that we all know. There's fire, ice, thunder, wind, and gun.
Yeah, I see that. Everybody knows the gun elemental. Come on now. But don't worry, I don't know who that is because we haven't picked up the gun person yet. I do know who we're picking up this one, though.
Okay, cool.
Which I guess is kind of obvious if you look at the stage, but still.
Yeah, so for the... I don't want to say too much, but as far as this game goes, it's chock full of references to other Shin Megami Tensei games, especially Strange Journey, because it was released for that game to come out.
Yeah?
So, like, if you know anything about Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey, then the gun element will be familiar to you.
I actually don't. I'm really unfamiliar with the mainline series outside of Persona.
Yeah. That's fine. It's just got a little bit... It's a fun game, but it's got a little extra if you are really into the whole series.
Okay. I could see that.
Are we gonna go for the, oh wait, we can't get that yet. Well, we can, but I think we would die trying to get it.
Yeah, I considered that, so we're not going to at the moment. I might be bad, but I'm not that bad.
Oh, more block puzzles.
Yeah, and these are a little bit more dangerous with the blowhards on the other side.
Yeah. I like that, so earlier on in the dungeon it teaches you that there are these block puzzles and kind of how they work, and then here they actually, you know, give them to you in a real puzzle format where you die if you can't do it.
Well, if you get knocked off, you don't fall into a pit, you just go to the next room.
I know, but it wastes time.
Yes, it does. And this one's actually pretty interesting because we learn a new gimmick right here.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh my god, there's a block of ice. But we can't break blocks of ice. How do we do this?
Oh, I don't know. This puzzle is too hard for me.
Yeah.
I think this is where I gotta call it quits, so we'll just wander around for the next 18 minutes.
Yeah, sounds good. Oh, wait. Oh, maybe just knock that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, this game is really good at showing you how to do puzzles.
Oh, man. There he is. Skeleton, the Jack-o'-lantern. Jack-o'-lantern.
That's his name? Jack-o'-lantern?
No, his name is Pyro Jack, but I think it's been...
Oh, Pyro Jack.
It's been localized as Jack-o'-lantern in some places, but it's officially Pyro Jack. They're brothers.
I've been kind of curious, is there an English translation to this game, or is this the only version out?
There is a fan translation of the game.
Oh, well, too late for that.
Oh, yes, of course. That makes sense.
Yeah, I completely understand what's going on here.
Yeah.
Friend, get.
All you gotta know.
Yeah, you can ride him, and he hovers. He also shoots directional tri-shots.
Yeah. So the enemies earlier that were like blowing ice, you can now deal extra damage to them.
Yes. His movement is a little cumbersome though.
Yeah.
In fact, he moves considerably slower than Jack Frost does.
He does. And that's kind of a trade-off you get. You can't really move as fast, but you can move in any direction. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. But again, he does trivialize a lot of these platform puzzles, because he can hover up to a certain height above them.
He trivializes both the platform puzzle and the enemies that make it hazardous by not being able to be damaged by their fire.
Yeah. But, unfortunately, these, yeah, we got hit. The pixies become a lot tougher with Pyro Jack. Yeah, I'm having way less luck with them.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, we got this. See?
Nice.
There we go. And our charge shot is a single powerful fireball. The problem is you gotta aim it when you fire it.
Yes.
But that's really it. So, there's a door down below I want to check out. But first, let's go get that puzzle that was over a spike pit.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, I didn't forget about it.
Thank goodness, we get a payoff.
Yeah. Since Pyro Jack isn't a ground-based person, we actually have to move along with the moving blocks in order to stay on top of them.
Yes, you can see below where you are, he's like floating off the ground with air. There's little air puffs there. That's pretty good touch.
Yeah. Alright, let's move on.
Nice. Good job. You got 1/4 of a ring from Sonic.
Yeah, I know. So eventually, I want to see where these things go if we fall down this pit. But I'm not going to do that right now. First, let's head back to the other room that we saw earlier. So, I'm surmising that if we fell from above, this is where we would have ended up.
Yes.
And I am certainly glad we picked up our flying buddy here, because this area would have been a pain in the butt otherwise.
That is definitely true.
Yeah.
So, in the mainline Shin Megami Tensei games, you also have the ability to fuse demons together to get stronger ones, just like in Persona.
Oh, really? Interesting.
And when you fuse two demons that aren't really compatible, that's where you get slime. So it's kind of a garbage demon that you don't really want.
Oh, okay, I get it. I do like how our character does ride this guy, though.
Yes.
It's like a mount.
Oh, cool. More MP.
I think it also gives you a little bit more HP, too. I'm not really sure. And there's no way to actually equip it that I could see off the top of my head, though.
Well, it already, it just applies it to you. So, like, your MP bar isn't full, but you still have 100 now.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Alright, let's get the hell out of here.
I think this portion of it takes place in a temple at Antarctica, I believe. if I recall correctly. It's supposed to be kind of like The Thing based. That's where Strange Journey takes place in Antarctica.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that. That does explain all the tundras in the background.
Yeah. And like in the beginning, there were all the broken transport vehicles. Those are the ones they use up there, or down there rather.
Oh, okay.
In the polar
Oh.
region. As I recall, there was an ice block back near the beginning, wasn't there? Uh-oh.
Yeah, there was a couple of them. Hey, don't worry, this was what I wanted to do, because I wanted to see where that pit led.
Oh, nice. Smart. Oh, there's one.
I'm not worried about that one, though.
I see.
Ugh, that pun, really?
You're 2 steps ahead.
I'm clearly not. So, I'm assuming we have the save point directly above us, which means there's another way to get to it.
Yes. That room, I believe, is a teleport room.
Yeah, yes it is. Like any good Castlevania game, one of these things has to be present.
Yes, definitely.
Oh. I really dislike this.
I like how the music in this game sounds like a Castlevania game, too.
Yeah, it does.
Nice.
And there we go.
Alright, let's go. Oh, jeez.
So what are these guys named?
These guys... Actually... So, there's a new Shin Megami Tensei phone game that just came out.
Yeah.
Like, within the last week. And, they're in that as well. But, I don't have it in front of me right this second. These guys are Sahagin. They're gross and bad.
Yeah, and there's nothing we can do about them since our flame powers do not work underwater.
They neutralize ice.
Yep. But they're weak to flames, if we can get it active.
If only there were a way to do that.
I know, if only. Yeah, that's not gonna work. We can't even freeze the guy, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. Ugh. They look like Kermit the Frog wearing a wig.
Oh my god, they do! Oh, they're dead. But they are weak to wind if we ever pick that up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's the evil version of our character.
So just looking at him, what would you say his name would be?
Well, if we're Jack Frost, that's Dark Jack?
That's Black Frost.
Black Frost. Oh my god, it makes sense.
Of course.
That's why I have you here, because I wouldn't have thought of Black Frost.
Yeah, Black Frost, he's basically just the evil version of Jack Frost, that's it. Because not all demons are evil, just some.
Makes sense.
Got so many directions to explore, uh-oh.
Yeah, but this is stage 4, and I'm not walking into stage 4.
Smart.
Yeah, very smart. But, no worries, we got one more area we can go.
So this is actually, if I recall, a new enemy made for this game.
Wait, you mean this isn't a Cubone? So he's actually our first real boss of the game.
All right, let's beat him in one try.
Have you seen my work before?
Yeah. I actually like this boss fight a lot. There's a lot of things that come up. You've got stage hazards, he's using fire and ice, so you can't really block everything with one person. But he neutralizes fire, so if you really want to use Pyro Jack, you're not going to deal much damage.
No, and you actually won't deal much damage if you freeze him.
Yes.
He doesn't take damage in his frozen form, even though there's still hit points that show up for it. So this is the first stage where you actually have to use a little bit of skill in switching between Pyro and Frost.
Yes. Alright, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, got it. He's just getting a little pissed at us and moving into desperation mode. By the way, at this point I actually haven't figured out that we can block our own elementals yet. It's about right there where I see it.
Ah. There we go.
Disconnected. No worries.
We'll get him on the rebound.
Ah. I think we will. Alright, are you ready for round 2?
I am ready. So it seems like this time you've just given up completely on freezing him, huh?
At this point I learned that it doesn't work.
Smart.
And I'm also not going to use Pyro until we need to. Because I learned all his mean tricks.
Oh, this boss fight music is also the music from Shin Megami Tensei when you're fighting enemies.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice. So what you want to do for this fight is essentially stay between where there's no icicles. And then when the first set drops and you avoided it, you switch over to your ice guy, because the second set's going to form right over you and drop immediately.
Have to use a little finesse. You have to have some situational awareness, huh?
Yeah. I've died several times in this fight, so that's how I learned all that. And he's down.
Nice, level 4.
So long, Cubone.
We did it. He's not dead. We don't. Well, we don't kill anybody. We're the Jackbirds.
Maybe later.
Yeah, maybe later. Now we're going to meet. I believe this guy's our support character for the game. He kind of helps us, tells us where to go, and does things like that.
So he's our Autoku.
Basically, yes.
Well, that explains his attire then.
Yeah, and the fact that he loves Japanese animes.
Wait, how? He's in an anime. I mean, these aren't realistic-looking people.
No, they aren't. That's true. It looks like some sort of small capybara-like animal.
Yeah.
Also, we're demons, so we don't have any room to talk about who looks like people.
So, I want to say Jack Frost is the happy-go-lucky guy, while Pyro Jack is our gruff Batman type.
Basically, yes. They're both kind of silly, but in general, Jack Frost is much more silly than Pyro Jack. Oh, snap, stage 2. I can't wait.
Yep, and this is actually a good place to stop for now.
Cool.
So I hope you enjoyed whatever this was, and we'll probably come back to this a little later.
I know I did.
Yeah, I know you did. I'll see you later.
Bye-bye.